I'm going to be showing you how to make a chicken quesadilla. What I'm trying to achieve with this recipe in particular is that we don't really, maybe you don't know how to cook, maybe you're learning how to cook, and you just want some quick things that are not too complicated, that are quite nutritious and of the sort. And this is where the chicken quesadilla comes in. So really quick, really easy to cook, not too much, not too crazy, simple ingredients and quite cheap as well. So you'll see everything. I've listed the prices on the while I was putting it in as well, so you can kind of gauge the pricing, but it's really good. So let's go forth with it. I was using this 159, I think, for quite a few, I think like 12 or something. You can do the division and kind of figure out how much per chicken breast, but I'm just using chicken breast because they're quite healthy. Look, the chicken breast was frozen. I came back from work. I'm trying to eat now. So if they're frozen, you can just put them in a bowl of water and put that entire bowl of water in the microwave. Turn on the microwave and then it should be defrosted. You see me laying down a dishcloth here because of the, because of the cutting board. If your cutting board slips around, doesn't have like legs or something of the sort, lay down a dishcloth, okay? And then you put the cutting board on there, it will not slide. And reason mainly is just for control. People say it's dangerous, like you're cutting. I don't know what kind of edge cases O's are cutting themselves in, but like I've literally never cut myself in with like a slippery cutting board, so I really don't believe that to be an issue. But for some people it is, okay? Put it on the sheet tray itself, oil it up slightly just so the seasoning sticks. For me, you can use whatever seasoning you want. For me, I just recommend salt is enough. You don't have to overthink this, mainly because how it's gonna come in like a chicken and mayo vibe, and with too many seasonings you might disrupt the flavor. But like, so I just use salt and it's totally okay. Okay, so people that come at me for like it's not seasoned enough, that's bullshit, man. Like, salt in a lot of stuff is just okay, particularly when there's other ingredients as well, like you'll see here. So once you get the chicken breast out of the oven, I overcook them slightly, but I'm trying to show you the real thing, man. Like, you come back from work, you're not a chef, you're just trying to chow. This thing's still good, you know? And you're not eating the chicken breast straight up, otherwise I make it a bit more juicy. But like, seeing as how like I'm just gonna slice and dice it, cook really doesn't matter that much. So just put the chicken breast out, cut them into very tiny cubes. So you'll see in the beginning I showed you how to cut against the grain. So you'll see lines like this running on the chicken. You want to cut against the grain. If you cut against the grain, it'll make like for a more tender bite, okay? So look, it's small particular stuff, but it's good stuff to know. Okay, cool. Once you get your chicken breast, you just want to get a bowl quickly. Dump the chicken breast inside, because in this bowl, a large bowl, you're going to be mixing in cheese. You'll see now. So cheese, again, quite affordable. I bought it for 27 Rand. You can buy like the smaller cheeses. You don't have to go for the big package 100 and something cheese. Sometimes Checkers does packaging by weight, and then you can just pick like, actually a lot of grocery stores do it, so you can just pick by the size or money that you want to spend on cheese. I didn't want more than 30 Rand of cheese. And you can see it's quite a big block, particularly when shredded, it's quite voluminous. So just grate all that cheese, put it in, because it's like a cheese, chicken and mayo quesadilla. So just put it in there, should be good. There's no too much you have to think about. Just make sure that when you put the cheese in with the chicken, you mix it well. Then you put your choice of mayo. I don't like tangy mayo, so I went ultra creamy. You can, if you want, pick tangy mayo. I'm not a big fan of tangy mayo at all, actually. So ultra creamy is the way to go. I like this Nola, I think it is ultra creamy. It's not Nola, I think it's Nola. Yeah, but Be Well as well. They have like a low reduced fat situation, ultra creamy one. The blue lid, that one slaps, eh? Now for flavor, okay, just one more flavor layer. So we often get confused on, wait, let me talk about how to chop an onion first. So that's the root end, okay? And that's where the roots are, you'll see, and that's where the opposite where the sprouts come off. So to start with any onion, you want to cut off the root end first. So when you lay it flat, it doesn't roll. See how it's not rolling? When you lay it flat, it doesn't roll. So you just want to chop off one part, make it flat. Then from the middle, you go soup to the side. Then you peel the onion. Okay, so you just find the layers that look right. Just use your eyes, man, understand the thing. Find the layers that look right and then go with that. Now with the onion in this case, there you want strips, okay? So you want to see where the onion, look at the onion, understand the onion is kind of a crazy thing to say, but understand the onion. You'll see where it goes slip, slip, slip. But like I was saying, direction you want with this one, you add in an onion in for flavor. You know, you want to build that flavor. So in that, you think of a quesadilla. So you got I use roti in my quesadilla. So you got a roti, you got, or you can just use wrap. You got like chicken mayo, and then you close it. It's good, but then that freshness of the onion does something. So here's a roti. I use roti. I make all my rotis when I'm lazy. I do buy them, but it's so much cheaper to make. You can use it to make wraps, and because I think flour is like 30 rand, you can make a crap ton. So that's what you're kind of going for. Put your stove on high heat and use real butter. So there's a difference I didn't know until very recently. There's a difference between rama and real butter. Use real butter, high heat. It's a distinct, beautiful flavor. It tastes just like ramen, but even better. Like, I'm not even joking, try it. So put it down, then toast the outside of your roti, okay, or your wrap. Toast the outside, get it nice, then spread the quesadilla filling, the chicken and mayo. Not too much. Not too much. I promise you, think you want it? No, don't make it thick. Then lay it. Okay, cool. So my camera and mic died. But the point I was trying to make here before it died is don't spread too much filling in your quesadillas. It has to be a thin quesadilla. Think about it. Who's ever eaten a thick quesadilla? And you're not running out of filling or anything like that. Just go as thin as possible. I promise you, it won't feel light. Here, toast, I just realized with the first one is, it's always trial, but toast it on super high heat. I didn't put it on high heat. It becomes a bit flimsy, less structurally sound, okay? Here again, rinse, repeat, throw in butter. That's a tad bit too much. You really don't have to go that much. So I should have stopped there and removed the rest. Get your roti sorted, throw it in, and then we rinse, repeating. It makes a crap ton of quesadillas. Look at this. I've made 10 quesadillas, or just with this, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and I still had filling, The macros on these are fantastic. Of course, the mayo increases the macros by quite a bit. But other than that, it's literally just oven roasted chicken breast. You didn't fry or pan fry. Oven roasted chicken breast and some cheese and some mayo with roti. Good luck and have it.